Please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the University of Central Lancashire, I'm delighted to warmly welcome you to this graduation event. On this special day, we are here to proudly celebrate the achievements of our students, today's graduates. I now call upon our Vice-Chancellor, Graham Baldwin, to give his address.
Honoured guests, ladies and gentlemen, graduates, it is a great pleasure to welcome you to this ceremony where we acknowledge and celebrate the achievements of our soon-to-be graduates. The past 18 months have been challenging for us all, and some here today should have graduated last year, so thank you for your patience in waiting for your ceremony to go ahead. You have all shown great resilience during this time, which I know will stand you in good stead for the future. And I am delighted that we can now properly celebrate all of your achievements, and I trust that you enjoy both the ceremony and the celebrations that will, I am sure, go on afterwards with your families and friends. Your studies here have prepared you well, and I am sure that you will find that you now have a closer set of connections with the world around you. I hope, as well as achieving your qualifications, that you have also had a great experience, and that in years to come, as a member of our global alumni community, you will look back fondly on your time here at the University of Central Lancashire and will keep in touch with us to share with us your successes. At our University Open Days, I point out that graduates tend to earn more over a lifetime than non-graduates. But more importantly, they tend to be healthier, happier, and to live longer. Remembering those facts will surely reassure you that the effort and commitment you have invested in the last few years was well worth it. It also, though, benefits the rest of us because graduates are more tolerant, more likely to vote and to volunteer, to provide a greater boost to economic growth and to increase productivity. I am sure you have learned some important life lessons along the way too, which you will draw upon in the future. Some of you may now have also started on your career path and have been working over the past year. So on behalf of all of us here today and from the wider team at the University of Central Lancashire, I thank you, and I thank you for your future contribution. The personal characteristics that you have displayed to get you to this point today, energy, commitment, tenacity, an open mind, they will serve you well for the future and will help you to recognise and seize the opportunities that exist. So make sure that you leave this hall today with confidence, ambition, and a desire to make a difference. You are the future. You're the future chief executives, the future consultants, entrepreneurs, the future nurses, medics, and health workers of renown. You are the leaders of tomorrow. Life won't always be plain sailing, but during your studies, we hope that you will have acquired a toolkit that will help you to navigate choppy waters. You can be reassured that your studies have prepared you such that although you can't direct the wind, you can adjust the sails. Here at the University of Central Lancashire, we've always believed in helping people to seize every opportunity to flourish in education, at work, and for life. We're proud that by combining academic excellence and real-world teaching, we give our students the skills and experience that industry needs. That's why our talented graduates are in such high demand in the world, and we are delighted that we've created new possibilities for many thousands of our graduates during our 190-year history. I hope that we have helped create the opportunity for your future success, ensuring that you have the relevant knowledge, skills, and experiences to thrive, wherever you came from and wherever you go to next. Whoever you are, wherever you are in life, here at the University of Central Lancashire, we believe there's always a way. As you look to the future, enjoy this moment and particularly enjoy today. Share special memories with the friends that you've made here and with your families who have been on this journey of learning with you. Talking of which, before we celebrate your success, let's give a massive round of applause for all those special people, your family, your friends, and your tutors who have supported you and who are celebrating with you here today. Please join me in a massive round of applause. Thank you. Now, all the rest of the applause today will be just for you. So for all of you who today become graduates of the university, I extend my warmest congratulations on your achievements. You have been taught by a dedicated group of academic staff who devote their professional lives to the teaching, learning, and development of our students. And you have also been supported by many highly dedicated and professional staff members who, whilst they often do not teach directly, have provided the service and the infrastructure that have made your success at the university possible. I would like to thank them all on your behalf. I am confident that with the right mindset, you will go out into the world and bring not only real economic and social benefit to yourself, but also to the communities of which you become members. Whatever you do next, and wherever in the world your journey leads, on behalf of everybody at the University of Central Lancashire, very well done and good luck for a happy and successful future. Thank you.
Vice-Chancellor, honoured guests, ladies and gentlemen, the Academic Board confers an honorary doctorate on Professor Klaus Leisinger. Vice-Chancellor, Professor Klaus Leisinger's impact on the world of economics and social sciences over 2 decades has been profound. From spearheading health policies to championing ethical research, Klaus is a true pioneer. After studying economics and social sciences at the University of Basel in Switzerland, Klaus completed his doctoral thesis in development studies and his habilitation treatise on health policy for least developed countries. Throughout his career, Klaus has held numerous advisory positions in organisations such as the United Nations Global Compact, the United Nations Development Programme, the World Bank, and the World Economic Forum. Notably, Klaus co-developed the Global Code of Conduct for Research in Resource-Poor Settings, ensuring its success through the European Parliament, United Nations Leadership Council for Sustainable Development, and the Vatican. In 2012, he was also awarded the Republic of Korea Hansen Grand Award for his outstanding contribution in the fight against leprosy. And Klaus's work with UCLAN at our Centre for Professional Ethics has been invaluable. He has delivered a significant humanitarian impact by starting a microcredit scheme for sex workers in the Trust Project. And this project is coordinated by UCLAN's Professor Doris Schroeder, who said, "Of all the famous people I have met in my working life, he is the best role model in terms of value-led work and integrity of them all." Vice-Chancellor, on behalf of the Academic Board, it is with great pleasure that I present Professor Klaus Leisinger for the award of honorary doctorate at the University of Central Lancashire.
Vice Chancellor, dear colleagues, dear graduates, ladies and gentlemen. Wo ist der Weg zu Fried und Ehr, der Weg zum guten Alter echt? Gerade für sie geht es in Mäßigkeit, mit stillem Sinn, in Pflicht und Recht. Und wenn du am Kreuzweg stehst und nicht mehr weißt, was angeht, halt ein und frag die Gewisse zuerst, es kann Deutsch Gottlob und Volksrot. You are an educated and distinguished audience, but most of you will have failed to understand a word I have been saying. The Alemannic dialect offers rich modes of expression for those raised in them, but these nuances remain incomprehensible beyond narrow southern German confines. And the global academic order does not regard knowledge of such dialects as de rigueur for educated people anywhere. Leave no one behind happens to be the gist of my introductory Alemannic remarks. In his poem, The Guide, our local poet Johann Peter Hebel recommends to seek the path to peace and honor by plowing carefully ahead with a quiet sense of duty. A quiet sense of duty is what characterizes the nursing profession, and if Johann Peter Hebel is right, this leads to a path to peace and honor. But with the experience of the COVID-19 pandemic, we must not forget what a burden nurses carry. The poet I quoted recommends that if you stay at crossroads and no longer know which direction to go, pause for a moment, ask your conscience, and follow its advice. I understand that the honorary doctorate has been awarded to me as a signal of the importance of the ethical dimension of many challenges facing humanity, and I'm greatly humbled by your recognition of my work. I have been very fortunate to work with the University of Central Lancashire's Centre for Professional Ethics, and in particular with my colleague Doris Schröder and her colleagues. This team of experts has bravely accepted that economic calculations, socio-political modeling, and hard scientific knowledge, for example in the field of biology or genetics, are all necessary but insufficient conditions when it comes to solving wicked global problems. What was and is needed is the ethical postulate, leave no one behind, which is a core obligation the international community was pledging to in the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development. This core obligation may be dismissed as irrelevant by business economists, viewed by engineers as negligible to their real work, and only articulated by politicians during election campaigns. And yet it is a sine qua non of intergenerational justice and global development with a human face. Mutual understanding and respect, also among the different scientific core competencies, is a precondition for co-creating knowledge, not only in the context of sustainable development. The nursing profession are used to bringing moral judgments into their work and are therefore allies for those concerned with ethics in ensuring that no one is left behind. Complex problems do not have simple solutions, and truly global challenges cannot be overcome by individual actors within their professional boundaries. Claims of monodisciplinary hegemony, mostly of economic or technocratic provenance, nevertheless abound. To the man and the woman with the hammer, every problem looks like a nail. While hammers are necessary resources, it needs more to build our common home, to use the language of Pope Francis in his encyclica Laudato Si. We haven't come close to understanding what the economic, social, political, and therefore humane effects of emerging climatic and environmental changes might be. We are only beginning to understand in outline that even in the context of the COVID crisis, there cannot be an island of vaccinated bliss in a sea of billions of unvaccinated poor. And this is not just about the problem of dangerous mutations. I therefore like to conclude by combining the poet's advice with the Agenda 2030 for Sustainable Development. Develop a quiet sense of duty. Consider the ethical dimension of your work and ensure that no one is left behind. Where would this advice fit better than in a graduation of nursing students or, in the words of the Vice-Chancellor, of leaders of tomorrow? Thank you very much for the privilege to be here today and receive an honorary doctorate. Thank you.
Thank you. Vice-Chancellor, the presentation of graduands and award holders is about to take place. Graduands, you will be offered a glove. Your health and safety is important to us. And our Vice-Chancellor will be wearing a glove to shake your hand. So if you would like to shake hands on the stage, please make sure you take the glove offered. Thank you.
Vice-Chancellor, on behalf of the Academic Board, I present those who have gained awards in the School of Nursing. Bachelor of Science with Honours in Pre-Registration Nursing Mental Health, Ain Adaman. Emma Beard. Louise Chard. Agabus Chigavenzi. Walter Chigadidzo Chikawa. Nicola Dykins. Ellie Ann Fleming. Holly Francis. Ian Holborn. Christopher Hove. Grace Hudson. Emma Kay. Aaron Chahawa Makoni. Rebecca May Maudsley. Miriam McCarville Bradford. Jade Meadowcroft. Helen Monk. Hannah Muller. Elizabeth Sarah Routledge. Donna Sykes. Carly Tinmouth. Rebecca Williams. Jacqueline Wills. Bachelor of Science in Pre-Registration Nursing Mental Health, awarded posthumously. Sean Ferenbach. Sean was a proud man, proud to have served in the British Army, proud to be a student nurse, a proud Cumbrian, proud son, proud brother, and proud to be a student ambassador. Sean held a strong identity in his military service. He was first and foremost a soldier and a student mental health nurse second. Sean's pride in his military service carried through to his work as a student nurse, and he held great ambitions to work with veterans who experienced mental health issues when he qualified as a nurse, and he enjoyed spending time with the College for Military Veterans and Emergency Services. Sean will also be remembered as a member of staff working in the admission team and supporting open days, meeting potential students and sharing his experiences of being a student nurse. His award today was collected by his sister Caroline. Bachelor of Science in Pre-Registration Mental Health, awarded posthumously. Jamie Cooper. Jamie Lee was a kind, caring young lady who always was willing to listen and help others. In her early childhood, she was raised under the loving care of her nan. At aged 11, with her nan's health worsening, she was welcomed into the family of her Auntie Sandra, Uncle Stephen, cousin Naomi, and Charlie the dog. They all became very close, and Jamie was regarded as a second daughter to Sandra and Stephen, and sister to Naomi. Under their loving care and guidance, Jamie did well in secondary school, securing a place in Blackpool and Fields College, and she excelled there, being awarded Student of the Year in 2017. We are honoured as Jamie chose UCLan to commence her nursing. She made good friends, and we will never understand why Jamie cannot be here to collect this award today. We know that she was loved by all, and all who knew her, and she would have been a fantastic registered nurse. Her award today was collected by her sister, Naomi. Bachelor of Science with Honours in Nursing with Registered Nurse Adult, Nicola Adair. Sarah Ahmed Begum. Anissa Ahmed. Sophie Ann Aindo. Alawumi Deborah Akinbedi. Uzma Anwar. Sidra Arshad. Rachel Elizabeth Ashcroft. Jasmine Ashworth. Stacey Louise Atherton. Sana Angela Azam. Lindsay Amanda Barron. Courtney Lee Barry. Kate Elizabeth Batty. Cinderella Batur. Lauren Rose Beardsmore. Naomi Samantha Bell. Marty Bennett. Zahira Shahzad Bhatti. Safina Bai. Claire Michelle Blatchford. Lauren Bowie. Charlie Loren Brunton. Elizabeth Bundy. Lucy Burrows. Siobhan Campbell. Stephanie Campbell. Barbara Cartmel. Jade Salikolik. Bieber Lily Charlton. Laura Clark. Elena Connell. Erica Constantine. Libby Louise Cooper. Emma Crabtree. Hayley Ann Crook. Kaylee Suzanne Crosley. Jennifer Lucy Dale. Carrie Ann Dawes. Katie Jane Dean. Georgina DePledge. Marika Lindsay Devlin. Chloe Jane Doherty. Nomvula Dubé. Annabel Jane Duerden. Sonia Edwards. Ngozi Patricia Eke. Claire Tara Faulkner. Naomi Jade Fisher. Rosie Forshaw. Hannah Gaskell. Tina Gore. Charlotte Green. Tara Griffiths. Leanne Rose Hall. Eleanor Victoria Halliday. Shawnee Jane Halstead. Jessica Valerie Hamilton. Rachel Harding. Molly Lorraine Harrison. Sophie Harrison. Joanna Elizabeth Holt. Jessica Natalie Honeyborn. Kirsty Harrison. Lauren Hogan. Megan Jessica Hurrell. Neve Sasha Hutchins. Samantha Illingworth. Callum William Ingham. Diane Ingham. Ryder Iqbal. Amber Page Ireland. Sam Roger Jeffries. Ashley Louise Jenkinson. Hannah Jepson. Sarah Johnson. Humaira Inayet Kaduji. Anasu Loriola Kakungo. Catherine Ann Kay. Nicola Jane Kelly-Jones. Amy Elizabeth Kelly. Abigail Kelly. Dawn Ann Kershaw. Rumana Khatun. Nebiat Kadain. Naomi Killiner. Claire Francis Kirkham. Kershaw Laird. Savannah Levers. Sophie Louise Lindsay. Homer Tahir Mahmood. Tanzila Gohar Mahmood. Rebecca Makinson. Heather Louise Massey. Michaela Masters. Peter Matapo. Alex Fessett Maudsley. Kimima Baruma. Danielle Margaret McCarthy. Helen Jade McCarthy. Claire Samantha McKay. Connor McKieran. Grace Leonie McNally. Rachel Miller. Lauren Moretta. Samira Munier. Hazel Danish Muntema. Ala Mazundo. Lucy Naden. Lisa Ney. Alexandria Joan Neal. Ashlyn O'Connor. Rachel Olden. Priscilla Opong. Gemma Jane Patel. Rebecca Elizabeth Patterson. Rebecca Pearson. Lindsay Ann Pritchard. Rachel Proctor. Vipana Ray. Joshua Graham Rawston. Lucy Alice Robinson. Michelle Claire Rockcliffe. Emily Louise Roden. Anna Selena Rowley. Natalie Jane Sanderson. Marisa Jane Sempers. Mariam Kausa Shafiq. Sophia Sheikh. Asma Sharif. Jessica Catherine Sharratt. Benita Lee Sharrock. Amy Ann Shaw. Madison Ava Sinclair. Rashmi Vijay Bahadur Singh. Megan Sixsmith. Shay Skillen. Esther Jennifer Sarah Skinner. Olivia Megan Smith. Rebecca Smith. Katie Marie Stellings. Joanna Mary Margaret Tareem. Samiska Thapar. Emma Thompson. Sneha Tom. Nicole Turner. Bhaktiban Gorishbhai Vaidya. Shauna Walker. Alexandra Walton. Kelly Watson. Charlotte Jane Watson. Julie White. Samantha Kirsten Widowson. Kane Alexander Wignall. Georgina Ruth Wilkinson. Katrina Elizabeth Wood. Lisa Wood. Zainab Musa Yaga. Vice-Chancellor, that concludes the presentation of awards from the School of Nursing.
Vice-Chancellor, the presentations are completed. I call on Usman Kasaba, Vice-President Education, from the Students' Union of the University of Central Lancashire, to respond on behalf of those awarded today.
Vice-Chancellor, graduates, families, friends, and loved ones. It is my honor to stand here before you today and speak on behalf of students. Firstly, I would like to take this opportunity to say congratulations on this incredible achievement. Getting to this moment in an academic year like no other is not easy. It's a testament of your hard work, determination, sacrifice, and most importantly, triumph over the difficulties you may have faced. So you should all be very proud of yourselves. It is key to remember that university is more than the assignments and the exams. It's more than the ever-increasing price paid to better your future. It's more than the piece of paper at the end. University is an unforgettable experience. The people that you have met and the memories you have created together make each of your journeys to graduation unique and special. Whether this was the endless Uber Eats delivery at 12 a.m., joining a sports team, finding friends for life in a student society, or leading a volunteering project that you are passionate about. You may have even been a representative yourself or led campaigns to help create meaningful change and truly make life better for students. Whatever it was, it has helped to mold you into the incredible graduates that I see before me today. I would like to also pay a special thanks to our course reps and school presidents who have volunteered their time alongside their studies to represent the views of students on their course, work with staff to resolve issues, and contribute greatly to the student experience of the students they represent. If you have been a course rep at any point during your time at UCLan, please stand up while we give you a round of applause. As graduates of UCLan, every one of you strengthens this university's worldwide alumni network. Today's award is a landmark in both your personal and professional development and a stepping stone to your future success. They say you are the leaders of tomorrow, but many of you are the leaders of here and now. Do not wait for the opportunities and experiences to find you. It is important that you seek them out and make the absolute best of the strong foundations that you have laid here, starting with your graduation. The graduate world may seem like a scary place, and you may feel like you are heading towards a place of uncertainty. That is okay. You may feel like everyone is making progress in their lives while you're not. That is okay. No one has it figured out. Always have compassion for yourself, and remember that comparison is the thief of joy. Only you have the power to dictate your life. So go out into the world, take risks, dream big, dream fierce, and don't let anything hold you back. The brave do not live forever, but the cautious do not live at all. Finally, I would like to thank families, friends, loved ones, university staff that have joined you here today and supported you throughout your UCLan journey. I wish you all the best for the future, class of 2020 and 2021. and your student union hopes to see you again. Once again, congratulations.
Thank you, Usman. Today is, of course, a day of great celebrations and for everyone here, and we need to make sure that we celebrate in an appropriate and UCLan way. Family and friends, there is a good photo and or video opportunity coming up, so you might like to have your cameras at the ready. So, can I ask all of you graduates to stand up? I think this is the bit you've been waiting for. I would like you to take off your mortarboards, which I know is going to be really good in this lovely late summer heat. In a moment, I'm going to ask you to throw your mortarboards up into the air in recognition of all your hard work and achievements. However, do please be careful. You don't want to throw it too high or too far, because it is now your mortarboard for you to keep and to take home. So, on a count of 3, I need you to throw your mortarboards in the air, and we will all follow it. Guys, look behind you. That is amazing. All your family and friends are poised, ready. Okay, sorry, I'm distracted. So you're going to throw your mortarboards into the air, and then we will all follow with 3 cheers. Okay, so ready? 1, 2, 3. Hip, hip. Hooray. Hip, hip. Hooray. Hip, hip. That looked so good from up here. So as we bring this celebration to a close, I would like to thank everyone who has been involved in making today such a happy and memorable occasion. And thank you for coming and sharing this special day with our university. The platform party will now leave the stage, and graduates, you will shortly be processing out of the hall past a guard of honour in the central aisle, and the university usher will prompt your row when you need to stand up. So please remember to take all your belongings with you as well. And guests, please may I ask that you all remain seated until both the graduates and the platform party have left the hall. You will then also be guided by our ushers to rejoin your graduate in our new University Square for post-ceremony celebrations. Thank you.
When I'm underneath the bright lights, when I'm trying to